Stadium in Athens. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, guys. Georgia's head coach told me pregame. He told his team this week that this is what he envisioned for them this season. Even though they've lost the first game of the year, they have reeled off 5 straight wins, and he understands this team has what it takes to be special. Putting that adversity and that challenging start to the season behind them, they have what it takes to make big noise here starting today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Cobb. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every champ
headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And talking to the coaching staff, they were worried about this. Are you going to take your opponents lightly? Do you have the maturity? And first drive, Palmer, you saw it, man. 3 and out, punt. Now another negative play. Palmer, they need something, man. They need some juice. They got to get their heads right and get some excitement going. I know they're a better team, but right now, rough start.
Yeah, they're sleepwalking a little bit here early in this game, but I also think we got to give credit to the defense because they've come out with their hair on fire, and they are flying around to the football right now, playing with tremendous effort. And honestly, the defense right now just looks faster. They've taken over the game here very early.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite on Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Running inside. It's Cobb. Got enough for the first. Got a little grass. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Auburn. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Phillips. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Stockton. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
The Dogs will go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Pulled and finds his man on the left. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Tigers! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
I'll tell you what, Palmer, offensive coordinators, they script these things, right? And they get with you, and what do you like, what do you want to run? So far, the script is perfect. Like, everything going off as they wanted to. This is about as good a start for an offense as you can draw up.
And it's crazy, David, because when you have skilled players like they have on offense and guys that are so dangerous with the football in their hands, you almost feel as a play caller like anything I dial up is going to work. And you're seeing that early in this game. Balance, throwing, a beautiful run right there, everything working right now and going according to plan.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle.
Number 45, set to kick it off.
Coming out with it, it's Phillips. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. There he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Here's a give to Frazier. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
To the air, it's Stockton. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got him downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He'll set up to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Nimrod. Off and running. He's at the 20. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it way down the field. He's loose. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldog. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Throws to the wideout. And the diving catch down the right side.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's throwing for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Auburn calls its 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Singleton. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half. But you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 24 team, the Michigan State Spartans. And it's the Wildcats able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Find some space enough to get 5 to the 22.
Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
A run inside. It's Cobb. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Looking for room. It's Cobb. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. Auburn just keeps piling up yards on the ground, and they have done this for years and years.
Just stacking them up. That's who they are. That's what their identity is. They want to run the football first, establish the line of scrimmage, play physical. That's what great Auburn teams do.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Washington. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Back has it. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Cobb. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Brown wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Right back to it. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
This offense typically really good in these physical situations, running the football, getting first downs. They got stopped on this play. Interesting decision coming up here on 4th down.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Look out, he's got room. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying play action. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, it's the worst possible time. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead, and the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the fourth quarter.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Washington. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Direct snap. Hard running there. Maybe some room here. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Makes it past the marker. There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 45, set to kick this one away.
Can't hang on, he muffs it. Fumble into the end zone. Defense right there to jump on it, and they'll bring it out to the 20 after the touchback. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. At the 35, he's got room. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Georgia going up tempo.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
To the air, it's Stockton. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking for room. It's Cobb.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to it. And he's wrestled to the ground. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Brown will throw it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
And the Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Running inside, it's Frazier.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He's taking a deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with
a shot toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Dogs! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The corners are walked up tight. Brown wants to pass. Unloads it left. And that is how we will wrap this one up.